Hey YouTube, just wanted to come on here real quick and give you kind of a financial breakdown of what our Sturgis trip 2019 cost us. Obviously we done it somewhat on a budget, but we actually done everything we wanted to do with the exception of doing one of those helicopter tours simply because we didn't have time, just because we went out and rode every day, and by the time we got done doing that they were generally shutting down in the afternoon. So financial breakdown, we took with us between debit cards and cash, $2,700. We actually have a bank account set up that is strictly for vacation use. If by chance we were to lose the card, it gets stolen, compromised, whatever, they're not going to get our main account. This is just, gas, onlines, vacations, completely separate from our main account. So between that and cash, $2,700. For the fuel out there for 9 days, we went from Saturday morning, we left home, out there for a day and a half, out there 5 days, back a day and a half, so 9 days total. We spent $250 for all 9 days. That's travel out there, travel back, and all the riding we did while we was out there. We done a little over 3,000 miles total in 9 days. The next one was an unforeseen expense. On the way out there, I got a flat tire on the rear end of the bike. Luckily, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. It only ended up being the valve stem that needed to be replaced on the tire. But it ended up costing me $147 from Black Hills Harley Davidson for them to fix it. $1.99 part, the rest of that was labor. So unforeseen $150 roughly on that one. Total food, drinks, souvenirs, hotels, going out there and back, and laundry. We spent $1,237-ish. So, and that was including a nice breakfast every morning, or late, either a late breakfast, early lunch, and then a big dinner that night. We generally only ate twice a day, and then that was just getting drinks throughout the day, whether it be, Powerades, Gatorades, waters, something at the Iron Horse, whatever. But that total of just over $1,200. And then of the $2,700 that we took out there, we came home with $1,066 between the cash and what was left in the bank account. Our cabin that we stayed in Custer was $248 for 7 days. Obviously, you can spend a lot more money if you want to stay closer. If you want to stay at one of the big campgrounds up at Sturgis, or if you hotels, motels, whatever. But we choose to stay down in Custer. There's plenty of stuff to do down there. You're actually a lot closer to the scenic stuff, Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse, the parks, stuff like that. Plus, Custer has their own stuff going on for the week. But we got that entire cabin for the week for $248. There's places up north around Sturgis, you're not going to pay that for one night. So keep that in mind. We did have that paid for in advance. We had that paid for like in February. So that money was not out of pocket for us. Total expenses for two people for the 9 days, because this was me and my wife. Fuel, everything we talked about earlier, the expense for the repair. Total expense for a 9-day vacation in Sturgis was $1,634. That's not too bad. If you throw the money in for the cabin, like I said, we'd already paid for that. But the total expense for this vacation, 9 days in Sturgis, best time you're going to have, we spent $1,882. There's no way you can tell me that's expensive. That is a bargain vacation for two people for 9 days, and especially where we did it at. You could spend easily that on lodging for one person if you want to stay up there at one of the, like I said, one of the big party campgrounds or in Sturgis or whatever. So it can be done affordably, it can be done on a budget, and you can do everything you want to do. You just got to do it wisely. That's all there is to it. You don't need to go out there and spend $100 a day on alcohol or t-shirts or whatever. Buy 2 or 3 shirts and that's all you need. So it can be done on a budget. You can have a great time. There's no reason to never go because of money. Just stay a little bit further out. That's where you're going to save the most amount of money. Get out away from Sturgis a little bit. The further out you get, the cheaper it gets. So that's all I've got for this video. Like Like I said, 9 days, 2 people, Sturgis, under $2,000. It doesn't get any better than that. Take care. Thanks.